Mr. Jeff, what's going on, Mr. Jeff? Your face is all distorted, Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff.
The case of the missing husband. This took us on a wild journey to a Oungan, which is a voodoo doctor. I want to start out with my arch nemesis, brother of mine, Sean. He's always up to tricks on how to take me down. When I was a child, my mother knew I was gifted at birth because I was born with 3 groins. Growing up through childhood, I was tormented with this because she did have it corrected. So just imagine how tormented I was growing up, just thinking, did the doctor take out the proper groin, or did he leave me with 2 right groins? When he goes in there, are the groins marked with the R and an L? So I could have been walking around life with 2 left groins or 2 right groins. I was going crazy up until I had 2 beautiful children to know that I was normal. And still to that point, I was tormented. And I don't know if you've ever been through near-death experiences where your adrenaline pumps up, your adrenaline flows, but that takes you to another limit. So I started to getting these premonitions at a very young age. And I was traumatized at a young age until I had a near-death experience with a Santa Claus, and my visions became even more clearer, and my premonitions. Still to this day, I am horrified thinking that my groin is floating around in a formaldehyde jar somewhere in some science class with some kids looking at it, laughing, and I don't even know where it's at. But guess what? Guess who was born with just 1 groin? My twin brother, Sean. So since a very young age, when he found out I was gifted with the 3rd groin, he became my arch nemesis. Jealousy was beyond control. I had these powers, premonitions of reaching out to guardian angels after I had the near-death experience with the Santa Claus. My uncle also had these powers, and he was gifted with scarves, my Uncle Andy, who was in the mafia back in the Bronx back in the days. Unfortunately, he was kidnapped by the mob, and we didn't think he was going to return alive. So my brother was after the money. All he wanted was the money that was handed down to my father, then handed down to us. All I wanted was something of my uncle. So unfortunately, I told my aunt I didn't care about the money. All I cared about was something that belonged to him himself. So what happened? My brother, Sean, got all the money inheritance. What did I get? I got my uncle's fingers that were cremated. This is all of my uncle's remains here that was sent back to my aunt. But I also got a scarf. This scarf enhanced my powers of guardian angels. Whenever I would put on a scarf, my powers would be enhanced. Just like Thor has his hammer, Gino now has his scarves. And my brother would do anything to get that power over money. You see, he couldn't have kids with 1 groin. So therefore, his whole life, he had it out against me. I'm not saying he has his moments where he loves me. We go to parties, we do things together, but he always despises me for that. Listen, I don't care how much you charge. I have the money. If you don't want to come here, I'll come to you. This is for an evil spell for my brother. I hate his scarves and the extra magical powers they give him. I have a scarf I want to give him for a gift, and I want you to make this a magic scarf, if you know what I mean. Are you Hyro? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna catch COVID over this.
I am who you requested. Did you bring the rooster?
I did better than that. I brought Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Hey, you want these Alibaba Express Harry Potter shit, or you give me what the spirits request, you get exactly what you asked for?
Are you aware of the economy? This is a 3-piece chicken dinner box that costs $7.99.
This'll do.
I didn't know where to find a rooster at.
Did you bring this scarf?
I brought the scarf.
This will do.
Am I here to buy you dinner, or can we get on with the ceremony?
I haven't had lunch yet. This will do.
Can you close your mouth when you chew? I'm a busy guy here. We need to get on with the ceremony, please.
Right away.
This is my brother's scarf. I'm going to send it to him as a gift.
Allez voir, maman. Allez voir. Samba semelo.
I also have something else that belongs to my brother.
It's some sele silimela simulola. Scoochie. Hey, coochie.
What is that?
It is goat blood.
Ah. God.
Here is your scarf.
So here in my office, I received a gift. Package came in, a delivery, and it was a gift of a scarf from my brother. I was pretty astonished that he would send me a gift, first of all, much less a scarf, because he knew that scarves were giving me powers. But soon as I put that scarf on, my neck began to burn. I felt drained, suddenly emotionally. I was depressed, saddened. I had no idea that it was coming from the scarf. Just to rub it in Sean's face, my brother, I wore this scarf throughout my investigation, and I'm wearing it here today to show you, Sean, no matter what you do, you're never going to have the powers that I have.
Knock, knock, Mr. Jeff.
Rodrigo, did you get the mail?
Of course I do. I know how you think. Special package, priority mail. Someone named Giordano, like you.
Sean, that's my brother, actually. I wonder what this could be.
Oh, I did not know you have a brother, Mr. Jeff. Tell me more.
Rather not talk about him. We have our differences here and there, but overall, let's see.
I get it.
Huh. Oh, he sent me a scarf.
It's amazing. Now you have a new scarf.
That is very nice.
And you can give me this scarf.
This is very nice. Well, I would say that you could use it, Rodrigo. Of course, may use it. As far as give, I don't know if that's.
Let me see. Come on, turn to me.
What we got here? Let's see. This is beautiful. Wonder what made him send me something so nice here. My.
Mr. Jeff, what's going on, Mr. Jeff? Your face is all distorted, Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff, wake up.
Oh man, I don't know why. What's going on?
What happened?
Something's burning me and stuff.
You're not heat stroke, no heart attack, nothing.
My brother Sean, I don't know who he saw to put a curse on my scarf that he sent me as a gift, but I know he walks on his elbows and he's super cheap, despite all the money he has, so I could just imagine that he went to a third party, the cheapest one he could possibly find, probably, and attempt to put a curse. But it would have worked if I didn't see the Oungan, the voodoo doctor. The first couple of days when I was powerless, I was even walking up to my loft in the office, and I had a sharp pain in my arm, like if someone was sticking a knife in it. Then boom, my knee. It was like a pain, like a knife got stuck in it. Then all of a sudden, I had an erection that was huge.
Rodrigo! Mr. Jeff, Dios mío.
Rodrigo looked at me in a funny way, and I was like, what's going on here? The voodoo doctor cleansed all of that. I have no more pain in my arm, no more pain in my knee. I don't have uncontrollable erections, but I might have one here and there. We've done a lot of work for the Haitian community, but that day I was contacted by an individual in Little Haiti in the Miami area, and I told him I was feeling really drained. I was powerless and tired, and I did not want to see any clients. But he insisted. He came to my office with his cousin, and I told him I was drained. I was completely drained. I was powerless.
Hello. Hello. Hi, Gino.
Did you see her?
Yes. How are you?
I told, why are you coming? I told you it was a bad time for me.
Yes. Yeah.
Have a seat. I don't know why you came here. I told you, right now I don't have any powers. I know you want me to help you.
He told me about you, Papa Joe. You are a Papa Doc, white Papa Doc. You can help me.
That I'm the white Papa Doc.
You can help me find my husband missing.
How long has he been missing for?
It's 2 days.
2 days.
I don't see him. I don't know where he went.
You have no idea where he might went.
No.
No. The problem is, yes, you know, I know I have helped some Haitian people in the community out with my psychic powers. They do consider me the white Papa. I want to help you. I want to help you.
Okay.
What is this here? What is this?
That's his clothes. I find.
Oh my God! Why does it smell like shrimp?
Because he like to eat shrimps.
Okay, I don't know if that's going to help me with the spirits or drive me nuts, but I'll take a look at that.
Okay.
The thing is that I have scarves, and they help me see the guardian angels. They bring me powers, and now when I put a scarf on my neck burns, and I'm just like super exhausted. I don't know how I'm going to get some energy back.
Dis comme ça pour moi que j'ai un ami moi qui Oungan et m'a fait joindre énergie là s'il y a tel problème si c'est maladie n'est pas le problème dans Oungan après tel.
So he says he has a friend, Oungan, who can help you with your energy or any bad thing.
And what's a Uga?
Oungan, it's a man, you know, who can help you with bad spirit, evil thing.
I mean, why haven't you seen him for your husband?
No, Oungan. I don't want Oungan. I don't like Oungan. So I want you to help me, not Oungan. No Oungan. You.
And why?
A white Papa Dog can help me. I don't want Oungan.
And that's what they told you, the white Papa Doc can help you.
Yeah, white Papa Dog can help me with my problems.
Okay. Well, if your Uga helps me,
Okay.
I will help your cousin.
Okay.
Okay.
Promise you, I will help you find your husband.
Okay, thank you so much.
The poor lady started crying, and I could see how emotional she was and how deep she was hurt. So I promised I would help her, but I also told her that I didn't think I had the powers. She looked at me from the information they got of me helping others in the community, and she referred to me as the white Papa Doc. I don't know if you're familiar with Papa Doc in Haiti, but he was not only the leader of the country, but he was a high voodoo priest and well respected by all who lived and cherished and worshiped the voodoo religion. Voodoo, I do not want you to think that it's bad. There's voodoo that is good. However, this lady, I asked her, why don't you go see a voodoo doctor? Why me? She was afraid to see a voodoo doctor. She was afraid because not only could a good spirit come into you, an evil spirit can come into you. And like I told you in other episodes, I let the good spirits flow in and they flow right out. I don't let them stay inside of me. However, in this particular instance, when I put on the gift of my brother's scarf, that evil spirit went inside of me. Rodrigo, my neck is burning. I'm ready to pass out. Why would this lady bring this thing smells? I'm ready to I ain't gonna get any vibes from this. I might get hives from the spirits, but not vibes from the spirits with this. Bring me the hand sanitizer. You got your gloves on? I knew those gloves would come in handy.
Mr. Jeff? Oh my goodness, it smells like shrimp.
Yeah, that's great, Rodrigo. I'm really not in the mood for this. I'm ready to pass out. My
You need
neck
to
is
lay off the
burning.
tilapias, Mr. Jeff.
And I'm really not in the mood for any of your nonsense. You got the gloves on. I need you to get this thing out of here. Put it where.
Good Lord.
Put it in the wash machine and bring me something disinfectant to wipe this down. Check the pockets. Make sure there's nothing inside the pockets. Rodrigo,
I'm scared, Mr.
We gotta
Jeff.
move fast.
Okay.
We gotta
You
move
want me
fast
to
on
grab
this.
this? I grab
I'm
this,
ready
okay?
to pass out.
Oh, good
If I
Lord.
pass out on that, God only knows what's gonna happen.
God.
I have no energy.
It smells like the insides of a dirty.
Well, Rodrigo, it's you might have that. I don't know what you know about that, Rodrigo, in your country, but we're in the U.S. here, and thank God I don't have to deal with that stuff anymore.
You'll be surprised what you find here, Mr. Jeff, in Miami. Okay.
It all depends where you're hunting there, Rodrigo.
Checking the pockets.
And there's no need to be doing this right next to me. You can kind of do it over there.
Mr. Jeff. A business card, Mr. Jeff, is in English and it has words and numbers. I think it's a clue, Mr. Jeff.
Rodrigo, I'm exhausted. Well, that's exactly why I told you to check the pockets, okay?
So
Remember,
excited.
I told you to check the pockets.
That's so stinky.
Yeah, so we have our first clue here. Let me see what's going on. Get me some disinfectant. Get that out of here. Get it out of here.
Good Lord, Mr. Jeff.
Lord.
Rosie, we need to wash the clothes.
My client suggested that I see his Uga, which is a voodoo doctor. At first, I was hesitant. I spent a couple of days drained of my energy. Knowing that I couldn't move on, that I might be losing my psychic powers forever, I decided to go see this voodoo doctor. We went there with Rodrigo, my office manager, Rosie, and the Uga, the voodoo doctor, went into spirit. We were not allowed to bring cameras in to the actual ceremony, where he brought me into the back room, and I was confronted with demons that I have never been confronted with, and those were the demons that he was pulling out of my body. He did let us film, however, the next day after the cleansing ceremony, the final cleansing, which was a happy ceremony. A happy ceremony with chimes and music, maracas, where the final cleansing was done and prepared. So my client's cousin, which I guess you could say she is my client, because she's the one that paid for this, originally brought in a shirt that belonged to her husband and brought in a pair of jeans, pants. The pants smelt like shrimp. They were horrible, horrible. When we do these investigations, we get complete packages on our clients. We do comprehensive searches. We know who their friends are. We know who their friends' phone numbers are. We have photographs not only of clients but friends. And we go out in the field and we interview everybody. In this particular case, she left the jeans and she left the shirt to see if I can get some vibes from them. But she also said that her husband was addicted to eating shrimp. And he had several places that he would frequent to eat his shrimp. One of them was La Camarones. And I know I screwed that one up. Rosie, how do you say the place that we were sitting there for hours with Rodrigo doing a surveillance? La Camaronera. La Camaronera. Not getting any vibes over here, and the smell of shrimp is driving me crazy all day long here. We also went to the Bubba Gun Seafood Company right here at Bayside, where we conducted surveillances looking and searching for him, to no avail. Rodrigo, I'm going to train you now that you got to be discreet. What are you doing, Rodrigo? We're supposed to be like tourists.
Mr. Jeff, I'm a private detective, just like you. Anyways, I'm an immigrant. I am a 100% tourist all the time. I know how to behave, Mr. Jeff. Please.
Well, let's just pretend that you're not with me then. Let me know if you see our subject.
Wait 1 second. I found something.
What'd you find?
A crow feather, Mr. Jeff.
Why would you touch that, Rodrigo? You can get all kind of freaking diseases from that.
Something you need to learn about me, Mr. Jeff, is I like collecting feathers. It's part of my, hobby, outside of detective work,
You need to be paying attention.
Mr. Jeff, you worry too much. Life is like a box of empanadas. My mama always said, you never know what you're gonna get. Some days you get diarrhea, other days you get, who knows, COVID. Life is a risk. Want a bite?
With that information, Rodrigo, no, I do not want a bite. And you better make sure your stomach can handle it, because we got a long day here.
My stomach can handle it, Mr. Jeff. I'm from Guatemala, please.
Rodrigo, no vibes here. I started to get my powers back after I was cleansed. So I went up top to my place here in our office. We have a little platform. And I started asking the guardian spirits to come to assistance, come to my assistance to assist this missing gentleman and assist this poor lady who cannot find her husband for years. I gave the pants to Rodrigo after they just completely smelled. I said, please, Rodrigo, wash them. The first time he did good. He searched the pockets. He was probably looking for a couple of bucks, but instead he found a business card that was inside the jeans. I'm a firm believer that spirits give clues sometimes in the oddest ways. And as we mentioned before, they always want me to solve the case. They don't just come up with the answers. They give me clues because they want me to leave my footprint as an investigator here on Earth when it's time for me to depart to the third dimension. So, this business card was a paint company. After further interviewing the wife, he had just gotten a new job that week. This was about his 4th day on the job that he disappeared. I believe the spirits guided her to bring in this pair of jeans because she had all his laundry for the whole week that she didn't do his laundry yet. She could have brought in anything, but instead she brought a shirt and she brought in a pair of jeans that had this business card. She didn't even know where he was working. She knew he was a painter, but didn't know who he was working for. So we went there and we interviewed the owner of the paint company, and he says, yes, John Pierre came to me and worked here and was able to give us a list of locations that he went and he painted at. What did we do that week? I believe he painted at 5 or 6 locations. We went, we interviewed the people until finally we interviewed a gentleman that said John Pierre, when we showed him a picture of him, was there painting his house, and he fell off a ladder. Unbeknownst to him, his sister actually had a crush on Jean Pierre from back in Haiti that the brother did not know about, nor did Jean Pierre's wife. Jean Pierre didn't know that she was following him because she was obsessed with him. Soon as she found out he was working as a painter, she called him in the company to paint her brother's house, inside the house. But Jean Pierre fell off the ladder. The individual, which was the brother, said that he was oozy and eerie because he hit his head on the ground. His sister now had no idea that he was going to hit his head. But the spirits were giving me information. The guardian angels came to me, and they said there was no foul play involved as far as he wasn't dead. He didn't leave this earth. He wasn't in the hospital. He wasn't injured. But they were guiding me to seek other answers other than just finding him. So as it turned out, Jean Pierre was suffering from amnesia. And this girl that was obsessed with him had him fooled that she was his wife. Had him fooled that they had to return back to Haiti. How foolish could she have been to think she would get away with this? So we started surveilling her location. And lo and behold, we saw through the window that a male was in there as well, but wasn't coming outside for some time. Finally, we were able to follow her, and it appeared to be Jean Pierre inside of the vehicle with her. Where did she go? She went to Chef Creole, which is a pretty famous place in the Miami Little Haiti area. A place that is known for what? Their shrimp Creole. So when we saw them from a distance get out and go inside there, we knew we had our man. Matched the photographs, matched the pictures, matched the story. However, we confronted Jean Pierre when the girl left the table, and he didn't even know his correct name. He had no idea his wife's name when we told him. So what happened? We brought this information back to his wife. We got him. Now, how do we break it to the wife? We said something that's odd because he wasn't acting himself. We later went back to the lady's apartment with the authorities and confronted him. Started showing pictures of his wife, his kids, and his memory slowly came back. We brought him back to our client, which he got a good old-fashioned ass whipping from his wife. Forget about amnesia. And forgetting who he was, she still gave him an ass whipping, just in case he was full of crapola. But after, she felt kind of bad because they took him to the doctor for follow-ups, and yes, he suffered from amnesia and slowly started getting his money back. If it wasn't for Gotham Investigations, this lady would have taken him back to Haiti, and he may have never remembered who he was or who his family is. So don't think that the guardian angels come and give us all the answers. They gave our client the guidance to find the pair of jeans that had the one clue that was going to lead us to solving this case. The one clue that the guardian angel contacted Gino with and guided Rodrigo to go into that pants pocket and find the card that would lead us to John Pierre. I never thought that I would see a voodoo doctor, but I did. And as a, hey brother, look, I'm wearing your scarf, and I got more powers now than ever. Gotham Investigations, I hope you enjoy this season, and I hope you enjoy our other episodes. Subscribe, click the like button, or you may be followed next.
Wow, Mr. Jeff, you're back to normal. You look great and strong.
Great. Now it's your turn to get cleansed, Rodrigo. He wants you in there.
Me? And Voodoo? No, Mr. Jeff.